Hey, collective. I don't know whose reading this is, but someone is going to get some information that their mother has been lying to them about how your father passed, or details about your father. Someone's father could have been imprisoned. Um, Someone's father could have been a repairman or something when you were younger, or a younger child. You could be a son, doesn't have to be. Um, but your mom, or whoever this is for, your mom and dad separated, and your mom was really, really jealous and envious watching dad move on and get out there and date and travel. Mom felt really, really, really bitter, betrayed, feeling like dad was living a double life, and that he needs to come back to her so they can continue with the toxic relationship they had. I'm getting that this was a very toxic relationship. They could have done DRUGs together or drank heavily together, and dad sobered up and left. Mom could have told you that when dad passed, he had been caught with drugs or alcohol or something about an OD, but I'm getting that this father had been sober for 4 to 7 years. Okay. But mom needed money. Mom was unemployed and broke, and got really jealous and decided to do something against dad, to say dad did some type of fraud or something like that in order to get insurance money. And mom may have told you that dad was attacked, either attacked in prison, or something happened that ended his life, or that an OD or an addiction to something ended his life while he was in prison. But that's something was a setup. Something was a setup. And a big betrayal on her part. Mom went to dad's house saying that she wanted to get back together and wanting to come clean and popping up, but just gaslighting your dad. And your dad wasn't interested. He just kind of, didn't want to do that. I'm not sure if they were married or divorced, but they may have been married, or mom may have wanted to get married. So something about the life insurance. Okay, mom wanted to become like this empress and have all this abundance and money, and she was willing to silently pretend to be a strong influence for your dad, or someone that was fair, but it wasn't fair. This person is very mentally ill, and they also kept this lie from you, but you are going to find out, and it's going to probably fuck you up emotionally. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's going to fuck you up emotionally, and whoever this reading is for. Remember, if it's not your story, don't worry. And it's going to feel like a huge betrayal, okay? But you're going to be allowed to call judgment, okay, when you find out this information, and you may not believe this information. I don't know. But it's also going to change the way you look at your inheritance and the house that you grew up in, that your mom lives in or lived in. You might decide to cancel any type of goals or plans you have. You might feel like your whole life was a lie, but you're being advised to not do that. Okay, you're being advised to not do that. But I also believe that your dad eventually gave back into your mom because of how long they'd been together. Could have been 8 years, and he really trusted her. But the whole time it was just to set him up. He walked away okay, because they were very toxic together. They were also lying together, but your father walked away and mom chased after him with the same toxic pattern and got him caught up and set up because she wanted money. Okay, but keep yourself together, collective. Don't allow this to dictate your life emotionally, okay? It's okay to feel your feelings, but also maybe be thankful that now you know the truth. You could have even had an inkling that something was weird about this. Your dad could have liked to ski, or your dad was very youthful, okay? All right? You have really great memories of your dad, and something just never made sense the way your mom said your dad passed, or why your dad was even in jail in the first place. Okay? You remember your dad being sober? That's because he had been, as long as you had known him. Okay? But mom went back to the same toxic behavior, okay, and never got out of it. And mom just became even more and more toxic till, she became the toxic ex, and hiding and behind fake profiles, and stalking your dad, and probably getting readings, and just envious. I'm seeing black magic and spiritual attacks here. Magicians here, just, conjuring up lies and scenarios because he walked away, but then she got back in with him. He took her back. And it changed the trajectory of his healing, and all the hard work he put into becoming sober from whatever the addiction was. Okay, collective. If it's not your story, do not worry. Okay, this is definitely not for everyone.